Now, ahead of the 2027 general elections, the game for the various political parties is becoming clearer. The incumbent president standing in for the APC, you have Atiku Abubakar, former vice president, standing in for the ADC, and also in the NDC, you have Peter Obi standing in there. And who else do you think can be on this list for our permutation? I will take a look at what are their strengths, what are their possible weaknesses, what are the opportunities ahead for this individual as we journey into 2027. And I will be needing your input in the comment section. You can input what you think are the advantages of this individual. What do you think are their various strengths? Now, the game is yours to decide. I think it's going to be moving beyond just geopolitical politics, whether the politics of the South or the politics of the North. That is not going to be the major issue in 2027. The basic issue in 2027 is going to be about competence of this individual and the various camps we're bringing on board, their track record, and exactly what they are doing and what they hope to do in the future. Now, let's take a critical look at this individual. One game that is before this one is going to be also the choice of who their running mates should be or will be, and that is a critical factor. And I like to just quickly say this. A lot of people have thought that the vice presidential candidate is the exclusive choice of the candidate. I beg to differ from this ideology. It has been a convention. It's not a constitutional procedure. It's not a constitutional thing. It is just a convention of various political parties that once a candidate has emerged, it is the result of the candidate based on advices he will get, whether he can accept or reject, to determine who his presidential candidate should be. But listen, if we go by the judgment of the Supreme Court that says that party elections are contested not by individuals, they are contested by political parties. Elections are won or lost by political parties. Then it suffices to say that that candidate of the political party, who is the presidential candidate or the governorship candidate, is on the platform of that political party. So the decision of who becomes your presidential candidate was the choice of the party. So also, the vice presidential candidate should be the choice of the party, not of the individual. Now, over time in Nigerian politics, political parties have abdicated that responsibility to individuals, and you allow individuals to decide who their running mate is. And most times, they pick very weak candidates or weak candidates as their running mate. I think we should be able to move in 2027 beyond that. Let's pick candidates that are as vice presidents or as governorship deputy governors, those who are competent, that even in the absence of the sitting president or the sitting governor, the vice can step in. And I think largely Nigerians will have to decide to look beyond religion, look beyond geopolitical politics, and look into the competence of these people, because the Nigeria of the future we're talking about should be the Nigeria that can compete in the Community of Nations, a Nigeria that is not just about competing in Africa, a Nigeria that is going to be representing Africa in the global community. And that should be our focus. Nigeria should make sure that all these principal these candidates are come face to face to interact with the people and tell the people their plans, how they want to get to where they want the country to get to. Not just talking about, I will provide housing, not just talking about I will reduce security, not just talking about I will change and revamp the economy. No, but tell us step by step what policy you will need to put in place. And when I say policies are critical. Policies must be made. And when policies are initiated, there must be the nurturing stage of the policy and the maturity stage of the policy. It is the responsibility of Nigerians to engage with them. Let's engage beyond talking religion. Let's engage beyond talking ethnicity. Let's engage beyond geopolitical politics. Let's engage with competence and capacity of the individual. It is not enough for anybody to tell us that we're going to change the system. You must tell us the step by step what you are going to do, what policy you will put in place, and the challenges that policy, you must anticipate certain challenges of the policy. You must be able to convince Nigerians that, okay, if I put in place policy X in the economy and there is a pushback, this is what I'm going to do to navigate that challenge and have my ultimate result. You must be able to tell us your plan A, your plan B, your plan C about security, what you intend to do. It is not enough to come to talk to Nigerians that, I'm going to fight insecurity. How are you going to fight insecurity? You are not a country that lives alone in the community of nations. You live in West Africa that's surrounded by some countries in the Sahel region, and some of them that are not too friendly. And now you're going to have to help us know how you want to relate with them and your new partnership of Nigeria with other foreign partners.